Hey guys, Shubham here back with another video. So today I'm gonna review OnePlus 7T ROM for the Redmi Note 7 Pro. So yeah, let's get started. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please make sure to subscribe, and I will post more Poco X2 ROM in the future as well. So as you can see, this ROM is based on Oxygen OS 10, which is based on the Android 10, and you will see the smoothness here like on the Pixel Experience ROM. So I've been using this ROM for the 10 days, and I'm gonna show you guys every single feature of this ROM. So yeah, let's get started. So on the left side here you will see the step counter, cricket, writing memo, toolbox, and the reset app. You can entirely customize this tool stuff. So let's check out the setting of this launcher. So if you go to the home settings, here you can customize this launcher as well. So as you can see here, you will get option to double tap to lock. So if you double tap on the blank screen here, you can lock the smartphone. So as you can see, you don't have to press the power button. Another feature you will get is layout option. So if you want home screen only, you can choose the home screen only, or if you want that app drawer, you can choose on the app drawer as well. And here you will also get hidden space, which will allow you to hide some apps. So on the notification panel here you will get basic option like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, night light, battery saver, and also you will get dark mode, Zen mode, and the screen recorder. So let's check out the screen recorder, and as you can see is basic screen recorder. You can record up to 4K resolution, which is really cool. You will also get option for the 24 Mbps bitrate. You will also select the source between the internal audio and the microphone. You will also able to hide that floating window you will get on the screen recorder. So let's check out the Zen mode, and this is one of my favorite features. So if you turn this option on, you will able to lock everything on your phone for like 60 minutes. Like you can choose the timer between. So yeah, it's pretty cool if you want to focus on some outdoor activities and stuff. Here as you can see, these are some of the apps. You will get camera, clock, OnePlus Switch, gallery, game space. Let's check out the camera, and this is basic OnePlus camera. Here you will get option for the 2x zoom. You will also get HDR. You don't have option to choose between auto and the regular HDR. So that's on the video. You can record video up to 4K 30 fps on the both cameras, like front and the back. As you can see here, you will also get option to record between 1080p and the 4K, and it works perfectly fine. So if you want to record video with 4K on the front camera, you can use that option. You'll also get option for the pro mode, slow motion, time lapse, and the panorama. As you can see on the slow motion, you will only get one option on the slow motion, which is the 720p. You can record time lapse up to 1080p, no 4K on the time lapse as well. So let's check out the game space. This is the basic game space. Here OnePlus automatically add your games here, so you don't have to add the games manually. Here you will get some of the options. You will also get do not disturb mode. So if you want to completely block the notification, you can use that. And this is one of my favorite features, which is the Fnatic mode, which enhance the process regulator. So you will get that smooth gaming experience on this ROM if you turn on the Fnatic mode. And you will also get gaming optimization, which will enhance the overall gaming graphics. So let's play some of the games. Let's play the Call of Duty, and as you can see, the gaming mode is turned on. So as you can see, you won't get any FPS meter on this gaming space. So you will only get the graphic quality up to high and the frame rates up to max. So let's see how well it works. So as you can see, it's running really smoothly. So now I'm gonna play the frontline match on the Call of Duty. So let's see how well it performs. So as you can see, it's running really smoothly on the whatever FPS is running on. I wish I have FPS meter to check the FPS, because I don't think the Call of Duty supports more than the 60 FPS. Anyways, let's focus on this match. Oh well. So as you can see on the refresh rate here, you can choose between 60 and the 90. So let's choose the 90, which is gonna be the 66 fps. So now let's play the Into the Dead 2 and let's see how well it performs. So as you can see, the gaming mode is on. This game does support more than 60 fps, so we should able to see the enhance in the frame rate performance. So as you can see, the game is running smoothly on the 66 fps. I don't know the current fps while running the game, but the setting is on the max, so it should give us maximum fps. So the gameplay is really smooth, trust me guys, but the phone do get warmer while playing the games, especially in the 66 fps. I can feel the warm here. As you can see, this is the where I guess the processor is. Anyways, let's check out some of the features. So whenever you charge the phone, you would able to see the wrap charging logo here, and as you can see, the notification LED is working perfectly fine. You will also get option for the OnePlus switch, which are manually installed. By using the OnePlus switch, you can migrate your files from any smartphone to this smartphone. So we will start from the display settings. So on the display settings, you will get option for the adaptive brightness, which will optimize the brightness, and here you will get screen calibration. You can choose any color you want. So if you want vivid color or if you want natural color, you can do that. And here you can change the advanced settings. So if you want really colder color here, and it works perfectly fine unlike other ROMs. Here on the refresh rate, I already show you guys, you can change the refresh rate by the 60 and the 66, which is the 90 fps, but you won't get 90 fps. Anyways, if you want to hide the notch, here you can do that as well. Here you can select the app which you want to display in the full screen. You will also get the video enhancer, which will allow you to enhance the videos while watching on the YouTube or on the any video app. Here you will get ambient display, so you will get the lift up display. You won't get option for the always on display though. Here you can change the font size as well, so if you want that bigger fonts, you can change them. Here you will get option for the status bar menu. You can change the battery style. You will also get option to show the battery percentage and the display speed. I really like the minimalism of this ROM. Let's check out the customization, and here you can customize everything, like you can change the color of the buttons. You can also change the color temperature, so if you want sRGB, you can set it on that as well. I'm gonna discard changes. Here you can change the tone, so if you want that light tone or if you want that dark tone. Here you can change the system icon, so if you want square or teardrop or rectangle. I prefer the round shape. You can also add the icon packs from the Play Store and use them here. Here you can change the font style. You will only get 2 fonts, so if you want more, you can install them manually. So let's check out the sound and the vibration settings, and here you will get option for the Dolby Atmos, which will increase the speaker output. And trust me guys, the speaker output is way better while using this ROM. So here you will get 2 presets, which is for the movie and the music. I prefer the default one. You will also get option to change the system sounds and the earpiece mode. So on the button and gestures, here you will get alert slider. Unfortunately, this phone doesn't support alert slider, so this option is useless. Here you will get option to change the navigation bar, so if you prefer these buttons, here you can see them on the screen. I prefer gestures. You will also get option to hide that bar. On the quick gestures, here you can use the quick gestures like 3 finger to take a screenshot. So you just have to swipe this like this to take a screenshot. You can also raise a switch to answer the phone. So you just have to raise the phone to your ear. It will automatically answer the phone. You'll also get option for the one-handed mode, and also you can use the flip to mute. So if you flip your phone, it will automatically mute the call. You will also get option for the music controller. Here you will also get option double tap to wake. So if your screen is turned off and if you press the double tap, it will automatically wake up your phone. Security and the lock screen, and as you can see, the fingerprint scanner is working perfectly fine. Here you can see, and even the face unlock is working perfectly fine. Let me show you guys. Here I put my face and it unlocks perfectly fine. You'll also get option for the emergency rescue. So if you press the power button 3 times, it will automatically open the SOS mode. I personally do not prefer this option because I mistakenly press these buttons. Here you will also get option to share your location automatically to the emergency contacts. So here you will see the encryption and the certification, and as you can see, this phone is not encrypted. So let's check out the battery optimization, and here you will get advanced optimization. Here you will get 2 options: adaptive battery, which will limit the battery for the apps, so you don't. On the utilities, here you will get work-life balance, so it will automatically disable the apps whenever you're working. You'll also get option for the quick launch. So here is the instruction for the quick launch. Here you will get option for the parallel apps. So if you want to Instagram, you can turn that on as well. You will also get the app locker by the OnePlus. It is encrypted perfectly. Here you will get option for the OnePlus Switch. So if you want to migrate your data from the any other phone to this phone, you can use this app. Here you will get the library. Here you will get option for the DC dimming. Here you will also get option for the quick reply. You can use this app option for the Instagram or any other apps as well. So on the system, here you will get option for the OTG storage. So it will automatically turn off after the 10 minutes of the inactivity. So you can't insert the OTG without turning this option on. So now I'm gonna show you guys how to install this ROM on your own smartphone. So first go to the recovery mode. I do have Orange Fox installed. If you don't have any recovery installed, you can install any recovery you want. Now select the Dalvik cache system and the data. Do not wipe the internal storage. Now go to the files. First install the FW file. Once it's done, go back and now install the McLaren OnePlus 70 release file, which is the ROM basically. So as you can see, it's done now. Now you can go back and install the disabler, which is also I will give link in the description. So after you install all of them, now you can go back to the reboot and reboot the system. So here you will able to see this McLaren logo, and here you will see the animation, so which means you install it successfully. So now just wait few minutes. So now let me quickly finish the setup. I don't have any SIM slot. So now if you want to bring your data from any smartphone, you can do that as well. So I'm just gonna quickly just tap on the fingerprint scanner. So yeah, that's how to install OnePlus 70 ROM on your Redmi Note 7 Pro. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, be safe.